Gamers, not MTash here. TTVE_thin. We are live almost every single day. Weekdays, 3:30 p.m. Weekends, 7 a.m. And so chat, say hi. YouTube, say hi back. We have a video from Glaivekiyo. Wuthering Waves Fixed in Months What Genshin Couldn't in Years. Before you sit here and say this is going to cause tribalism or going to cause problems or people are going to get upset, just realize that there's nothing but actual facts just in the title of the video. Therefore, if you were sad or upset about this, maybe you need to take yourself out of the situation emotionally, look objectively, that they've been absolutely slack. And also, 4T, welcome in, brother. Good morning, good morning. So let's get right into it.
Genshin Impact is one of...
Keep calm, keep calm, keep calm, keep calm.
the worst states it has ever been. Corporate greed, check.
Yeah.
Predatory monetization, check. Quality of life exploration locked behind an expensive paywall. You betcha.
No, I don't mind it. No way, it's either. No way.
And somehow, despite all of this, Genshin developers remain the most stubborn, out-of-touch game devs in the entire gaming industry. Do they even know what the players want, or do they just not care? Personally, I think it's probably the latter.
Here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you.
I will say, I don't know if it's the fact that they don't know what people want. Obviously, I know they don't care, but I do think it's the fact that the community, the vocal community, is super okay with everything and is super okay with all the slop. The big content creators, the community itself, like when I make a video crapping on the game, that is the minority. That is absolutely the minority. I can't tell you how many subs I've lost on YouTube this month. It has to be close to 100 plus because of the fact that I've made videos about how to fix Genshin Impact, what I don't like, yada, yada, yada. And yeah, I will say, and obviously I'm not defending the multi-billion-dollar company, but I don't think people really want change. I still think they're saving the fixes for the manufacturer problems to bring back players when the active drops. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. But also at the same time, it's like, how long are you going to save the fixes? For 5 years, you know? Allergic to quality of life, 1,000%. See, I was having a further discussion on X the other day and kept ranting. I always takes correct and base. Bro, welcome to X, brother.
We don't care.
Because after 4 years of ignoring every single request, rejecting every reasonable suggestion, and doubling down on the mechanics that frustrate players, they have suddenly decided they want feedback. But not just any feedback, a survey. Yes, folks, a totally real, totally not performative survey. Not an announcement, not a developer's post, not even an acknowledgement that the changes are coming. Just a form. A form they didn't even bother to put in the game for the players to see. And what's even worse, people are actually celebrating this. They're acting like this is some grand moment of change. Devs listened. Devs listened.
Yeah, this is so crazy.
Devs listened. As if Genshin hasn't been pretending to listen for years. So let's talk about why this is the most hilariously embarrassing attempt at listening to the community Genshin has ever done. A few days ago.
You know what I want to say? Why is everyone okay with this? Nuclear reaction more important, 100%. Why is everyone okay with them making a survey or whatnot? But when I make a video legitimately criticizing the same exact issues, I'm told to kill myself in game. I also want to know why content creators think the survey's okay, but when I say things, again, 2 weeks prior, the same exact sentiment, I'm told that I'm wrong and there's no problems. And now obviously it's a rhetorical question, right? But it really just shows, you're not a multimillionaire, not yet. It really just shows the hypocrisy of the community where it's like, they only care about what the Hoyo devs say. They don't actually care about real feedback, because if you did, you wouldn't fucking, you know, you wouldn't fucking shit on me because I'm giving real feedback. But I don't know. I just wanted to throw that in there. I find it very funny. I find it very funny. Everyone's hypocritical. Everyone's fucking hypocrite. And if this was all such a problem, like everyone's like, you have to fill out this survey. You need to do this survey right now, guys. Go fill out the survey. If this was such a problem, why has no one else made videos on this in the last month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months? I want someone to find me 3 other YouTubers that made a video on talents in the last 3 months. So if it was such an issue, And it was so important. You should have been complaining about it for the last 4 fucking years. So I'm just saying, I'm just throwing that out there. I think it's very hypocritical. I think it's fucking annoying. And I think it's a call. Oh, that either Cooks. I don't know, bro. It's fucking stupid. Oh, 100% out. But also, good morning, Shine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Just maybe I'm out of touch. I don't know.
Brand Online posted a tweet,
and I like Brand.
Space for
I want to make this very clear. I absolutely fucks with Brand. I met him at TwitchCon. Now, listen, that side of the community probably doesn't like me. It is what it is. I think he's a nice guy. I don't agree with some of his takes, but I think he's a really good guy. But like, why is nobody talking about this prior? If it's such a problem, it's the biggest problem. This will change everything. Why am I the only one? But okay, yeah, it's whatever.
Any amount of time, you already know when a drama starts, there is about a 95% chance that it involves a tweet. This is just the world we live in now.
Genshin players, we have an opportunity to make meaningful changes in the game here. The survey and the reply to this tweet wasn't posted anywhere in game like usual as far as I can tell. It is for very specific things we have been asking for.
Man.
Fill it out, please.
Meaningful changes? Oh, I thought the Shields agreed that the game was perfect.
Yeah.
Why change perfection? Now, let's be clear. The issue isn't really Brand himself. He's just another Hoyo shield doing what Hoyo shields do, hyping up every breadcrumb Hoyoverse throws at him like it's a gourmet meal. We know this already. But here's what is a problem. The absolute delusion of people acting like this is some major turning point. A survey
Yeah, I
that
don't know,
wasn't
man.
even officially announced anywhere, that they have already done before with absolutely zero results. And this is what gets people hopeful. At this point,
Before
it's
it
like
looks
watching
amazing.
someone keep going back to a restaurant that serves them cold, unseasoned food and thinking this time it'll be different.
Good days. Good morning, brother. Good morning, good morning.
Which brings us to Brand himself. Brand Online, it's a type of guy who complains
Brand
about
Online.
bland food at a restaurant and then keeps coming back for more. And not just that, he complains while actively ordering more food and
Hello?
tipping extra. At some point, you have to wonder if he actually has a problem or if he just likes the abuse. Like, dude, you were just ranting about how Genshin banners are getting more and more predatory, how they're pushing characters out faster, giving them trash filler weapons, and making free-to-play players feel like they're falling behind. And then what did you do? You turn around and C6 Mavika. Let me spell this out for you. If you're still throwing your wallet at them, what's their incentive to change? There isn't one. You're rewarding the exact behavior you're criticizing. It's like getting scammed by a used car
can't
dealer
defend
and then
it, like,
thanking
you
them
know.
while buying another lemon of
I like him. I really, guys, I want you to understand. I fucks with him and Doro so heavily. They were so sweet to me at TwitchCon. Genuinely, I cannot drive this point home more. I can't. But fuck me, bro. Like, I like, how do you defend that? Gay? Oh, 100%. Without a doubt. Also, it's good, Hataro. Good morning. Gonna be honest, last time I remember filling out a survey was before they released HRDZ. Yeah, bro. I just don't know how you defend this. Again, if it was such a problem, why did nobody speak up when I was saying anything or any other content creator say anything if it was such a problem, Instead of me getting fucking criticized and people talking shit and going into other streamers' chats and talking shit, right? It's fucking stupid.
the lot. Now, to be fair, at least he's spreading the awareness about the survey because Genshin sure didn't, which brings
Yeah,
us to
Genshin
the
did not
real
do that,
issue here.
so they don't
Genshin
really
didn't
actually
even bother
care.
announcing the survey. Not in game, not on Twitter,
Hope
not
Glaive
in
covers
their
the people
Discord,
defending the
nowhere.
talent
It's
system.
almost like they don't actually want people to see it. You'd think that if they were serious about getting real feedback, they would make it
fucking
impossible
insane.
to miss. Instead, it's buried in the deepest corners of the internet. It's like some secret side quest you have to data mine to find. And yet,
Yeah.
here comes the replies. Wow, they're actually listening. This gives me hope. Thank you, devs. Devs listened. Welcome to the Cloud Fiesta Clubhouse.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Are
that's
we
so
actually
crazy.
thanking $1 billion company for doing less than the bare minimum?
Oh
This is like
my
praising
God.
a landlord for
Mickey
finally
Mouse.
fixing the
Devs
plumbing after
listen.
4 years of leaks. And let's not forget, this is far from their first survey.
morning, good morning,
They have been
Queenie. How
asking for
are you? Have a great day
feedback
today,
for
Stinky.
4 years. Who was
Get
the point of every
out.
single survey before this one? If this is the one they're
was no
supposedly
point.
taking seriously. Oh, right. There was no point because none of them actually mattered. Listen, I used to
Yeah.
take these surveys seriously. I would sit down, put time into them, and really think through my feedback. My friends and I would hop into a call, break down
Just because there's an opinion doesn't mean you can't just enjoy it. Find two different things that are going to improve, Wait, just because there's an opinion doesn't mean you can't enjoy something if you find it fun. Those are two different things. Oh, Epic 1000%. I don't think there's a problem. I want to make this very clear. I don't think there's a problem with enjoying Genshin Impact or loving the game because I genuinely love Genshin Impact. I do. Like it changed my life forever. I will always have a soft spot for Genshin Impact. I think the problem lies when people villainize others who speak out. Let's say people villainize me, or they villainize my friends, or they'll villainize Tectone for speaking out. I'll just use me as an example. I don't want to get anyone else involved. People will villainize me, go to other streamers' chats, say that I'm a piece of shit, tell me to kill myself in game, and then leave the most crazy fucking hate comments that YouTube doesn't even let go through, and say other wild things when I say the exact same thing in this survey or the exact same thing Brand tweeted. So the problem is not enjoying Genshin at all. My mods love Genshin. I have an executive account manager who still fucks with Genshin. Like, that is not the issue. I want to make this abundantly clear to anyone watching this, but, you know, they'll still tell me to kill myself regardless. In game, it is what it is. The problem is the hypocrisy of wanting change, but never speaking about it and villainizing people. And I will say this. It's okay to not even speak about it. I will be honest with you. A lot of people don't want to deal with the harassment. So I get that. I don't even blame someone. What I will blame them for is when you don't speak up about it, but you do want change, and then you villainize someone. That is the issue. It's not ever about liking the game or not, you know? Like, don't care about that. Do whatever the fuck you want. Enjoying Genshin is fine. Worshipping Genshin is not. Attacking someone who speaks... That's exactly what it is. It's just genuine hypocrisy in the community that people don't want to acknowledge. Again, all of a sudden, this is okay, but if I said it 2 weeks prior, I'm, you know, called an insane amount of things. And obviously, I'm not directing this at you, Epic. Please don't take that personally. I'm just explaining the point and the stance there. You know, obviously, you're the GOAT. You've never had anything bad to say about me. Oh, yo, what's going on? Acceptable. Good morning, good morning, good morning. So that's what it is, you know? It's not a matter of, like, liking the game. I want to make that very clear. Because I'm going to stream the new Abyss event when it comes out. Like, that new tower mode, I'm going to play it. And I'm going to go into it with an open mind and hoping to enjoy it because I want them to cook. Honestly, worshiping Genshin should be fine too. Exactly. You could even worship the company. I don't even care about that. I don't. Like you said, it's insulting others that enjoy it. That's the problem. And then the bigger problem is the hypocrites in the community that have platforms or that are active and spread misinformation and villainize people. That's the part that's really annoying and really frustrating, and why I think there's a lot of people who just won't do gacha content. There's supposed to be a new Genshin event. Also, Sasha, good morning, good morning, good morning. Now I get you, homie. Yeah, exactly. So, like, you know, if you play Genshin, why would I dislike you? You know, I fucks with you so heavily. Like, I got nothing but respect and love for you or anyone else that's just a normal human being that plays Genshin, you know? Like, my girlfriend loves Genshin. What am I going to do, break up my girlfriend because she loves Genshin? Yo, Keen, welcome in, bro. I appreciate the follow. Thank you. Just kill Paimon True and Real. So, yeah, I just want to make that abundantly clear. I think, and I also appreciate you saying that because maybe it's good. Maybe I don't make that as clear as often. I probably should. But EOSer in game is crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, maybe I should make that more clear. So I appreciate you for even bringing that up. But yeah, that's the problem. That's absolutely the problem, you know?
The update and give actual constructive criticism. You know, like rational people who actually care about the game. And then after a while, we had this realization, an epiphany, if you will. None of it mattered. These surveys mean as much as a summer ant. Actually, no, that's generous. At least the summer ant contributes to the ecosystem. These surveys, they are purely performative.
Diggs, what do you think, bro? You think I got pants on? It's hot as hell today, brother. I turned out of a sweater into a black shirt. I ain't got no pants on,
Let's
dog.
do the math. 4 years and 2 months. That's
5
how
gift
long
off, stand
Genshin
up.
has been running. That is like 50 updates, hundreds of surveys. And what has actually changed? Oh wait, nothing. The resin cap is still outdated. Artifact grinding is still...
A lot of things I know is about delivery, and you saying that makes it very clear, which is a good differentiation. No one should get hate for their feeling or opinion, for sure. I mean, even the thing is, even with rougher delivery, I still, again, I'm a fucking tank, bro. I don't give a fuck what any of these weirdos say on the internet. So it never bothers me. For me, it never bothers me. But even with rougher delivery, if I'm saying that, hey, Genshin Impact's fucking trash because a game studio that just launched a gacha game 7 months ago created... Yo, Reem, welcome in, brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for the follow. A game that launched 7 months ago created an Echo loadout system that Genshin's been waiting for that for 5 years, or that it's just abundantly predatory and I'm passionate about it. Even then, it's like, hey, bro, I'm literally speaking in facts, right? And so the problem is a lot of people, and it's not just Genshin. I just got fucking shat all over by Chlorobots yesterday too, and I was shitting on the new endgame. People are so emotionally attached to the video games, they can't separate their emotions of liking something or finding it fun to actual criticism. I loved Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is one of my favorite games. That's easily one of the worst video games of all time. It's one of the worst monetization models ever. Game is fucking trash. And so the problem is, again, it's just a bunch of stupid kids. I think it just doesn't have enough money left after building nuclear reactors. You guys buy Battle Pass? 100%, Bart. 100%, I agree. Play both games. I play both games how it is. Don't hate and praise where whatnot. I take it what it is. I can give feedback but improve it. I don't bang my head. And that's fine, Jan. I think this is such an okay thing. Again, I play both games. I play the game how it is there. Don't hate and praise what's there and what's not. I take it what it is. Can give feedback when be improved. I don't bang my head. I think that's A-okay. There is absolutely nothing wrong with getting up and saying, I want to go play my video game today, and I just want to go play it and have fun, and I think that's fine. But if people like that Korobot, there was a legitimate Korobot who came in chat. Shout out to him. We hashed it out. Bro, straight up start attacking me because I said the new WuWa game mode sucks. That's the problem, right? So yeah, there's nothing wrong with enjoying it and taking it as it is for sure. But the problem is like shitting on people who are actively speaking their opinions and also speaking fact, you know? So doing horrendous changes to the game is a war. Thunder Playbase came together and struck against Ganja. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Corebots won't let the game get better. Yeah, I mean, that's a whole different conversation. We'll get to that after. I think for a lot of people, it's the words like fucking trash trigger them. If they love the game and hear being called out, there's a reason why you think it make it trash. It's going to create a lot of cognitive dissonance. You know what? I used to think that, man, and I think you're right. But if you go back to my older videos and my older discussions, I've said things in the most nice delivery, the best tone possible. Even recently I've done that, and it just doesn't change. So I have no reason to try and act super nice and make it very demure and very mindful when regardless the end result's the same. So I'm not like, fuck it, who cares? Like, it's fucking trash, bro. You know? And if that bothers you, that's a skill issue. That is if you are getting triggered by someone saying something trash, it's absolutely a skill issue. Oh, so you get a fat shout out for Kazahana. And again, Epic, I appreciate you. I just want to make that very fucking clear. I appreciate and love you. And I appreciate you even having this discussion with me. I just want to very clear. Because a lot of other people will not have that discussion, or a lot of other people will not say how they feel, and I deadass love and appreciate you. It doesn't matter what tone it is. You can't even 16 disclaimers. Exactly. Guys, a perfect example right now, a perfect example. I didn't even crash out in this video. I literally didn't even crash out. I simply played the game mode and then gave my final 2 thoughts for 2 minutes. I said this shit sucks. Holy fucking shit. People coming to bat defending this game mode blows my mind, right? So it's like, it's not just Genshin. Fucking, you know. Those Korobots, bro, they're insane. Did you read my comment on the video? You think Gateway won't replace Zeus? I'm confident that design. Sean, I haven't, but we'll get to that after. I want to bang out the rest of this video.
Oh hell, Endgame is still non-existent. Imaginarium theater, whatever. If that's the best that they can do, holy! Think about what kind of devs you're glazing. They're still pushing out premium skins like a fast fashion
I'll talk about
brand,
that, Sean. I disagree
pretending
with you.
that the player base hasn't been asking for meaningful improvements since 2020. Yeah. Why would anyone believe that this time is different? What is the incentive for Hoyoverse to suddenly listen that they've spent 4 years?
There realistically is no incentive.
This isn't a
they
real
just make
discussion.
money.
It's a formality. It's a corporate theater. It is Hoyoverse pretending to be engaged with the community while continuing to ignore everything that doesn't serve their bottom line. The same bottom line that has been made them billions, while leaving player with a game that is actively getting worse. And the best part, they don't even have to try anymore. Genshin players have been trained to thank them for scraps. They know they can put out the barest minimum of effort, throw in some buzzwords like player feedback and meaningful change, and their most loyal fans will eat it up like it's the second coming.
Bro, that tweet got 997,000 views. His tweet got 997,000 views, and there's people in the comments section actually defending the talent system. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking insane.
Of Archon Jesus. But you know what? Enough mocking. You all already know what I feel about the game, so let's just go and dissect the survey. I mean, how bad could it be? They want to listen to feedback, right? Let's just go into it. First question, how satisfied are you with the time limit on acquiring materials and weapon ascension materials?
Not satisfied,
how satisfied? As if there's an acceptable answer to this. If you pick anything other than very unsatisfied, I genuinely do not know what to tell you. This system has been universally hated for over 4 years. Your ancestors in heaven know this system is bad. Future generations will be born knowing this system is bad.
Ancestors in heaven.
Documentary videos talking about how this system is bad, and yet somehow, all Yoshills are still out here defending it like it's the pillar of game design. Why do I need to schedule my life around a gacha game? It's supposed to be casual, not a full-time.
Exactly, brother. I love you, and I appreciate you on God. Straight up, I always say nice things about you, other than the fact that you beat me in Lethal Company with a shovel. Always, man, without a doubt.
job where I have to track materials availability like I'm filing a tax return. And then there's this gem. How satisfied are you with weekly boss fights only being farmable once a week? Hoyoverse, you literally put the problem in the question. You know it's bad. You wrote it out. You had a whole meeting about it. But instead of just fixing it, you're asking us to confirm what you already know. This is like a doctor diagnosing you with a broken leg and then handing you a clipboard asking, so on a scale of 1 to 5, how painful is it? What are you doing? Waiting an entire week to farm a single boss drop is insanity. You pull a new character and can't even upgrade them immediately. You just
good morning, Kalu. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, boys.
Good morning. That the boss finally resets. But if you don't, congratulations. You just unlocked another week of suffering. You can finally continue your edge streak. Congratulations.
The survey was good, to be honest. I think the only way to tell if the survey was good or not if they actually change anything. See, the problem is that, and I won't speak at an absolute here because we don't know the amount of people who were doing this, but there was a very big portion of the community online that specifically voted against any changes and said the game was fine to spite people who want the game to change. And so, like, in theory, although realistically, I think the survey was is fucking stupid. You know this shit sucks. You don't need to give a survey for it. It's fucking insane. It's like I feel like I'm doing their job for them. But the fact of the matter is, I will not say this survey is positive until this actually comes to the game and they change it. Until then, it's just another waste of time. It's another nothing burger, and it's simply just a PR move. Also, good morning, Dams. How are you, Stinky? That was valid, though. They asked how painful it is to specify the diagnosis more. Yeah, for sure. We need to put echo problem into the survey. Oh, bro, we just dropped the whole video on that.
You are a clown.
Echo suck.
At this point, Hoyoverse isn't even pretending they don't know these systems suck. They just don't care. They would rather put the responsibility on you, the players. Yeah. So tell them something is bad, even though they have been bad since launch. Oh, and here's something really...
I will say this one thing, though. I will say this one thing, and I'm not defending Hoyoverse, but I feel like at the beginning of the game, locking the talents to days sucked. I don't think it was good either at that time, but I feel like I understood it from a business perspective. But we are now 4 years later, and they've made multiple billions of dollars, and new players literally have the option to not have their talents locked. So it's literally coded into the game to remove it. They're just simply not removing it for the fact that they do not want to. I want to make this very clear. If you don't play the game for X amount of time, or if you're a new player, whichever one of the two it is, you can farm talents infinitely on any day of the week. It is physically in the game. It is physically in the game, okay? So, at 4 years ago, I kind of understood it. I kind of get it. It's 2025. Your other games are completely different. Some indie company, I'm just saying, man, it fucking blows my mind, you know? I never understood it. It was for player retention during the time of COVID, where because if you unlock it at every point in time, if you unlock every artifact domain, people would just fucking wail and spend, and pretty much breeze through the game a lot faster. I don't agree with it, but from a business perspective, it does make sense because player retention is higher because you have to continuously log in every single other day to build your Kaya, to then build your Shangling, to build your Bennett. Now it's to the point where it's just fucking insane. Like Kazahana said, it has been way too long, and it is something physically coded into the game that they are not, by a click of a button, they are not removing. Yes, I went to college for 2 days. I know how this works, okay? I started my own multi-billion-dollar company as well. It's called Only Something.
Be interesting. This survey magically spawned when Wuthering Waves had its 2.1 live stream. What a coincidence. Also, hello, Queenie Genshin again. Has been ignoring complaints for years, but suddenly, the second Wuthering Waves makes a noise, Hoyoverse is like, oh no guys, we totally care. Tell us what you think. We're listening now. You're telling me this isn't connected? You're telling me Genshin suddenly wants feedbacks at the same moment WuWa is making waves. Hoyoverse, be honest. If you really wanted feedback, you would have done this when people were actually begging for it, not when your biggest competitors is gaining traction. At this point, if I want Genshin to improve, I should just fill out a Wuthering Waves survey instead, because apparently Hoyoverse only listens to Kuro games. Let's talk about a real thing.
Yo, I love Glaive, bro.
Because while Genshin is busy pretending to care, Wuthering Waves has
I got you in 2 seconds,
Look
Kai.
at what Wuthering Waves has added since launch. We're talking massive quality of life updates, genuine balance changes, and no, the big one, echo loadouts. You know, the thing Genshin players have been begging for since 2020. The thing
bro, that preset shit is not a loadout. That preset shit is not a loadout. You have to individually go to all 91 characters that you want, and you could only save one other artifact set on them. That is not a loadout. It's fucking insane. I went to college for 2 days. Now how this works. Listen, T'Challa, it is what it is, man. You know, it'd be perfect for overall ecosystem. Makes sense. Oh yeah. I mean, we can go over ecosystem answer, but yeah, most Genshin players is kids, and I don't like the lock system. But if it's a game that kids and they need to play the game stuff with battery percent, starting a bit from the game, I don't think a lot of. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. I don't think there's a way to. I just think they fucking suck, bro. I think they're so bad. I think it's so unfortunate because like Hoyoverse is so good at like making Hoyoverse is clearly competent enough to make things fun in video games, but they like willingly choose not to. Circling back to the beginning point of the video, I personally spent $700 for an exploration team. What do you mean by that, Ethan? Well, I got Shanyun, but I lost the 50-50 to Shanyun. I bought Yelan. I lost the 50-50 to Yelan. I then bought Kanich, and I won the 50-50. And then I bought it, a different fucking character. $700? Yeah, because what happens is, you ever watch a streamer, and then you look at their team, and then you're like, what the fuck is this garbage team? There's no synergy here. And then they're like, oh, it's my exploration team. And you have to pay money to explore the video game properly. Dumbass, 1,000%. 1,000%. 1,000%. I'm the biggest dumbass in the world. And then people defend that. They say, well, instead of maybe going for a character you want or you want to pull or as a meta unit, you should buy Shanyun so you could explore faster and speed up your primo process. That is the fucking dumbest logic of all time. I got one better for you. Why don't you just fucking make this shit free? Wuthering Waves, unlimited stamina, grappling hook, wall running, flying, Dongala for free. No, man. I want to spend another $700 on the next gen Naya team. And that's how dumb people sound. Sorry to tell you. It literally itself is a wild thing to utter. Yeah, I know, brother. I know, it's fucking insane. It's absolutely true. One thing, Hoyo is a bigger company to take feedbacks from the consumers, and we haven't been much vocal about it. And we haven't been much vocal about the issue from the beginning, since there's been some quality, but it's strictly down to Jan, I don't know, man. Listen, I can't talk about the game from 2020 to 2022, because I wasn't playing the game at that time. From 2022 till now, I've been involved in the community, and I have seen people complain. I think a lot more of it's happening now than ever because I think Natlin is just objectively considered the worst reason among the community. But even the more people talking about it now, you still get people who the vast majority are like, you know, those guys are drama farmers. Yeah, they said they don't like Mavika's motorcycle and that she uses orange juice and Natlin. He's a drama farmer. He's a piece of shit. That Kazahana guy, garbage. Don't listen to him. And that's what happens. 100% Kaz. It's fucking insane. I could sink money into gacha games, or I could sink money into for the Lego Star Wars. Hey, man, go with the Legos, you know what I'm saying? Willingly choose to not do the profit. It is always profit for Hoyo. It's why I cannot support Hoyo games. I get it. A few years ago, Kazuha was the peak performer. Exactly. Oh, Kaza, that's what it was. Are you just a Genshin hater? 1,000% Puma. 100p. 1,000%. Also, God, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I don't really know
about all code, or whatever excuse the Hoyo shills were peddling that week, and yet Kuro Games, a much smaller...
Can we just, you are just a Genshin hater spammed in chat, please?
...company, by the way, managed to pull it off in a few months. So tell me, how is Hoyo shills gonna defend their multi-million-dollar company now? You all love bragging about how much money this company makes. You boast about the revenue you personally don't even see a cent of. But where's that money going? Is it being reinvested back into the game? Or are they just pocketing it while feeding you the same recycled content year after year after year? I'll say this outright. I bet the right...
You're just a Genshin gator, cum guzzler. It's crazy. It's crazy. You sound like that motherfucker on Twitter, bro. Oh my God. Damn, went for the throat. Bro went for the throat. Oh my God. The cum guzzler part wasn't needed. Holy fuck. That's disrespectful. What the fuck? It is what it is, man. At this point, I'm surprised Genshin regions are unlocked on a price tag true and real. Yeah, it's so fucking crazy. All right, boys, I'm ending stream.
Company. If this is the level of competition Hoyoverse is bringing to the table, then Guru Games deserves every bit of praise it gets. Maybe now, some of you should open your eyes to what's happening in reality. A company making billions does not mean they have a good game. Money is not an indicator of quality. It is an indicator of how successfully they can exploit their audience. And the craziest part, Wuthering Waves has every right to be just as predatory. It's a gacha game, right? They could have gone full greed mode like every other title.
Well, they have been going a little greedy this patch. I will be fair.
Like a game first, gacha second, and that should be the standard.
It does feel like a gacha game this patch.
We have people applauding Hoyoverse for throwing them a survey. At the end of the day,
I will be fair. It does feel like a gacha game.
It's about pretending to care while doing nothing. They know the problems. They have known them for years. If they wanted to fix them, they would have done it already. They have no reason to listen to you when they know that you'll keep swiping, keep defending, keep making excuses for them. And yet here we are, watching people fall for it again, acting like this is some massive shift, like this is the moment Genshin turns it around. No, it's not. It's just another meaningless survey, another empty promise, another cycle of disappointment. Genshin players deserve better, but they will only get better when they stop blindly trusting Hoyoverse. So before you defend your multi-million-dollar company, ask yourself, are you trying to make the game a better game, or are you brand online?
Who's the handsome man who you stole their footage from in the beginning of the video? I'd love to take him out on a coffee date. Cool. Yeah, great video. Everyone go watch Glaive's video. Everyone go give my man some love. Great fucking video. Yeah, I love Glaive. Good shit.